Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. You're watching English Study with Shweta. Today in this video we're going to discuss how can we speak English like a native speaker. Like when we are talking in English, how can we sound like them? Well, the first thing you need to do is to recognize different accents. Right, so a very tricky part of learning how to sound like a native speaker is identifying different accents. Depending on where the person is from, you can observe a slight change the way he or she speaks. Well, accent vary greatly in different part of the world. Like if you will hear American person speaking English, a British person speaking English, you can observe a huge difference, like how they pronounce words, what's their vocabulary is like, the way they speak is totally different from each other. So first thing when you're working on your English and your accent, or you're trying to sound like them, is to choose a perfect accent for you where you will be speaking English probably, or whatever the accent suits you the best, and then work on it and practice how you can sound like them. So first step is recognize and choose your accent. The second thing I would suggest you to do is to learn the flow of English. Now pronunciation is crucial for learning any language, but it's not everything sometimes. You may pronounce every single word, every individual word like a native speaker, but when you talk, you may not sound like them. Where are you lacking at this time? Well, maybe you don't know the right flow of English. Now, our important element is connected speech. What is connected speech? Well, this refers to the way a word ends and the beginning of the next word. And in English, they sometimes interact with each other. Let's see how. Okay, so here is the thing. Join two sounds. When one word ends with a consonant sound and another word, the next word, begin with the same consonant sound, they are pronounced together as one. For example, if I have to say, I'd decided later, I can say, I decided later. I don't need to pronounce the D sound again and again. I will just make it one sound. I decided later. Okay? Now the second thing is link to sound. When one word ends with a vowel sound and the next word begin with a vowel sound. So a native speaker would connect the vowel and consonant sound together as they belong to one word. For example, if I say I like fried eggs, I can say I like fried eggs. Okay, I don't need to say fried eggs. I would say fried eggs. I am connecting the consonant sound with the vowel sound to sound like a native speaker. Get rid of a sound. Now here, you don't need to connect two sounds or something like that. You just need to diminish it. For example, if the sound T or D occur between two consonant sound, it is often disappear completely from the pronunciation. For example, if I have to say, see you next week. Now the sound T is occurring between two consonant sound. So I'm not gonna pronounce it at all. I will say, see you next week. Well, you can hear it right. I'm not saying it as next. I'm pronouncing it next. See you next week. Okay? So, next time, if you encounter such a word where T or D is occurring between two consonant sound, you don't need to pronounce it at all. Okay, now the next thing what native speaker do is they also almost always use contractions to speak faster. Now contraction are the short word which are made up after combining two separate words. For example, if I have to say, I am going to college, I can say, I'm going to college. Now here I join I am and pronounce it as I'm. So this is contraction. I'm combining two separate words as one. Or you are going to market. You're going to market. And I can even say going to is gonna. For example, if I have to say I am going to do my assignments, I can say I'm gonna do my assignments. See, it's really fast, and it's not like I'm speaking fast, it's just the contraction. I'm gonna do my assignments. I'm going to do my assignments. You can hear the difference. Or what are you going to do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So like this, you should get familiar with contractions. At first, you will find it a bit weird, but after practice, you will get used to it, and sometimes you won't even remember when you're using contraction. It's just like this. Okay, so and if sometimes I have to say, I got to go now, I gotta go. So there are many contractions that you can use, like I am as I'm, you are as you're, and going to as gonna, want to as wanna. Like I want to eat ice cream, I wanna eat ice cream, like this. Okay, so I hope this video helps you a lot to sound like a native speaker. Well, these were tips that I personally follow when I was learning English, and I still follow till today. Well, I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, you guys keep learning.